ever there is an issue between you and the man that you're dating, and he says, I need time to think, he does not need time to think. He knows exactly how he feels about whatever's going on between you.
Hey beautiful people, how you are doing today? It's your girl Destiny here, and welcome back to my channel. How you are doing? Hope you guys are doing great. So today's video is another banging video as always. So in this video is a video of a black man who came online to really share some things about men, talking about how men don't tell you what they're thinking, not because they don't know what they're thinking or they've not processed what they're thinking, but they choose not to tell you for their own benefit. And he went on to tell a story about himself while he was dating women and how he was in a relationship, how he can articulate his feelings and his thought process to his friends and people around him. But when it comes to the woman he was dating, that he could not, not that he could not, he would not. And I wanted to talk about how women should stop entertaining men that are non-communicative with their communication and their thought process, and that these men are doing it intentionally, not just because they don't know what they are feeling or how they are feeling. And I feel like as women we can actually relate to this, because most of the time when we're in a relationship and we're like, what's going on with you, what's happening, hope we're good, this man will tell you, I'm still processing it, I'm still thinking about it. But when it comes to their friend, they are just, they're just running their mouth. Anyway, guys, let's go check out this video, everything this man said, then I'll come back and share more of my thought. But please go down in the comment section and share your thought if you think that most men intentionally don't share their emotion and their thought process with the woman they choose to be with. They rather do it with their friends. They are more comfortable with that. Let me know your thought down in the comment section. So with that all said, guys, let's go check out the video, then I'll come back and share more of my thoughts.
If ever there is an issue between you and the man that you're dating, and he says, I need time to think, he does not need time to think. He knows exactly how he feels about whatever's going on between you. He just does not want to say it to you. He does not want to say it to your face, because he does not want to be bluntly honest about where he's at. Exactly. Because he doesn't want you to react. He wants to control how you're going to react to the information that he is processing. Because men will meet up with another man, one of their homeboys, and they will be able to articulate exactly what they are feeling in that moment to them. If they were to ask him what's going on, he would divulge that information to them, but he will not divulge it to you, the woman that he is with, the partner that he is with. He won't do it to you because he does not want you to react and make a decision based on his information. Back when I used to date women, there was one woman I was with where it was like three to 4 months into our relationship, she ends up telling me that she is unable to carry children. Now, prior to this, I told her my desires, my dreams of a family. I told her I wanted 8 children at the time. I wanted a big family. And it wasn't until 3 to 4 months in that she told me that she's unable to carry. And I remember the night that she told me, I said, okay, I understand. Can't do anything about that, right? But I started thinking about it more and more, about my dream of having a big family. And I talked to friends. This goes back to men that always know what they are thinking, but they don't want to say it to your face. So I talked to some friends about it, about how it made me feel. And I was trying to process with them, but I didn't want to say any of this to her face. So a couple days go by, and I end up running to her apartment late at night. It was like 9 p.m. I ran to her apartment before curfew. This was back in college. My college had curfews for men cannot be in the same apartment as women. And I knocked on the door, and she opened it. I was dead silent. She didn't notice. She just opened the door and said, hey, babe. And then she walked back to the kitchen because she was doing dishes. I did not say a word, and she didn't realize that I didn't say a word to her. She was just, oh, it's you, boyfriend. And she went back to doing the dishes, and she was talking. She was talking until she noticed that I wasn't responding to her. And so she looks away from the dishes. She looks at me because I'm by the dining room table in her apartment, and she says, what's wrong? Because I have never not responded to her for over a minute, 2 minutes, just silent. And I told her, I I don't know how to process what you told me about not being able to have kids. I don't. I was stuttering. I couldn't make complete sentences to a point where she grabs my hand and she says, "Is this a deal breaker?" And I shook my head. I said, "I don't know.
He knows.
I don't know. I don't know."
He knows.
I was trying to process. I could not. I was not finished processing yet. I'm sorry. Again, correction. I had processed it, but I didn't want to say it to her face. I did not want to say to her face, "Yes, this might be a deal breaker for me." I didn't want to say it because I didn't want her to react a certain type of way. I refused to let her know exactly what I knew, how I felt, and what I was thinking. But again, I told my friends explicitly how I was feeling in my back and forth, but I wouldn't tell her about my back and forth. And so she was like, "Okay," I told her I need time. And she said, "Okay." That is not fair. That is not fair. Just tell someone that you need time to process. You don't need time to process.
You know what?
You have already processed. You were in the process of processing.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't want to say it to them to where they might react differently. And that's not fair because, especially for women, that men will leave women on, not a heartstring, on a thread. Men will leave women on a thread because the woman does not know what's going on, how he's processing it, because he refuses to let her know about what his thought process is. They say, "I need time." Men don't need time. Men are making, at that point in time, the reason that I said I needed time, because I was deciding for myself, what am I going to do? I was not considering her feelings. I was not considering how my thought process and my, there's a word I'm trying to think of. I'll just say thought process, though my thought process was still going. And I wasn't thinking about how my decision would impact her. I was only thinking of myself.
Mm-hmm.
And men will say to women like, "Oh, you're being too pushy." How dare a man tell a woman that she's being pushy when she is trying to make sure that he will not emotionally scar her while he's trying to figure out what is he going to do? Is he going to break up with her? Is he going to decide that he's going to stay with her because he likes what he gets from her, but he'll end up doing stuff on the side, cheat on the side, or do something on the side, right? Or he's with her as a placeholder for whatever reason, right? Maybe he wants to stay with her because he has no place to stay. Or again, he enjoys the benefits he gets from her, but he's not ready to break her off, so he's looking for a replacement.
Mm-hmm.
Men always know. A man telling you that he needs time to process is him wanting to control how you're going to react.
And control the relationship.
Because he does not want to give you the right for you to process along while he is processing about what you're going to do when it comes to your emotions, because he has you hanging by a thread, by a
string.
What is it? Thread string?
A string.
Y'all know what I'm trying to say. But he has you hanging by a thread because you're wondering, he needs time. He'll get back to me.
Mm-hmm.
Men are using that time to decide what they're going to do for themselves, how they're going to protect themselves, how they are going to self-prioritize. And, there's another word I'm trying to think of. Self-preservation. Men are working on their own self-preservation while leaving you out to dry. And then when men finally come to a conclusion, they've decided, they've processed it, right? But then for you had to wait until he finished processing, and now you got to process whatever his decision is, whatever his thought process is, if he's even being honest about it.
Mm-hmm.
I commented on a post that, I don't know if y'all know the audio that's like, where it's like, I started, it all started when I was young, and then it's women doing a skit where they get really quiet. Either they have their man in the video, or it's just themselves pretending that there's a man in the video. Where they're like, "Okay, yeah, let me hear you." And I commented saying, "Why do y'all entertain non-communicative, emotionally immature men?" And some woman did a video reply to my comment. She said that, when I'm there, I'm for my man. And when I know that he does not share himself all the way, I'm still going to be there. I'm going to hold him down. Again, why do y'all entertain non-communicative, emotionally immature men? Why? How many more warnings, how many more stories do people have to hear of how men who do not communicate inevitably harm the women that they are with, harm the family that they are with. That men will self-prioritize themselves and not think about how them going in their own little bubble and figuring out how they're going to manage their emotions so they can move forward, how doing that and not including the women, the family that they have chose to make, causes harm. Because inevitably, the woman that men are with, the family they have, they notice the change, they notice the distance, and it's affecting them.
Yep.
But a lot of men
don't care,
don't accept that, they don't admit that, and then act accordingly of saying, how can they minimize that they're trying to process what is happening, what they're going through, so they don't cause emotional damage to the people that love them, that they have decided, they have chosen to involve themselves with. Stop defending non-communicative men. Men can always communicate, it's just they refuse to. They refuse to communicate to you because they want to control how you're going to react, and they want to control the investment that you have in the relationship with them. They want to control their access to you versus allowing you to also process and decide for yourself what you're going to do. And that is not fair.
So please go down in the comment section and share your thoughts. I'd love to know what you think about this conversation down in the comment section, but please keep it respectful. Here on this channel, we are allowed to disagree, okay? Because disagreement is normal and it's fine, okay? We're allowed to disagree, but we do it in a respectful way. So feel free, share your opinion, but be respectful, okay? So here's my thoughts on this. I totally agree with everything the black man was saying and how men process their feelings. And as women, we need to stop making excuses for them, like, oh, he needs more time. Maybe it's because I'm too loud, or I'm too jumpy, or I'm too inquisitive. I'm asking too much question, which is something that most women we do for ourselves. We always say, oh, because we're too this, we're too much, we do this. That's why he's withdrawing. And this is where we've had this conversation here on this channel, where I'm like, you know what? If somebody is not for you, it's fine. Just move on. Some women can handle men that don't communicate and they are fine with it. They don't even want a man that communicates too much. But if you're the type of woman that wants to be 100% with and wants to be carried along with the relationship and always wants to know a man's thought process, then it's not for you. And also, when you made the point talking about how most men hold back their thought process because they want to control the relationship and the narrative and how the relationship navigates, I totally agree with that, because I feel like most men, they will hold that information because they are benefiting one thing or the other from you. So they don't want you to be the one to decide to say, you know what, I don't want this relationship anymore. I'm not doing anymore. So they rather keep it in the place like, I don't know yet. I think I just need more time. But they know exactly what they want to do. They know, they've already made up their mind, like, no, this relationship is not working for them, or you're not for them, or you're too much for them. They already decide that. But they're going to just keep you in that string and just make you still feel like, maybe he just needs more time. Maybe he's going through a lot. Are you not going through a lot as a woman? Do you take that and put it on him and make it seem like you're not communicating in the relationship? I feel like when it comes to relationship, and we've discussed this here on this channel, that it should come both ways. I feel like you can have a healthy relationship with anybody if you are not solid with your communication. Yeah, some people will say they don't care for communication, but really deep down, ask yourself why. I feel like these are two adults that are coming from two basic lives. So if you don't have that communication, it's just you as the person with the communication, you're just pouring on the person that doesn't give you any communication. And over time, you will get drained and exhausted and frustrated. So I totally agree with him when he talk about how men, they do it because they don't want to let go of the benefit they are getting for it. And they don't want you to tag them the bad guy. You guys know they're always the good guys. They always go like, I'm the good man. Like, yeah. We should be careful with men that usually use that word, like, I'm a good man, I'm a nice guy, because they will not let you go. They don't want to have you, but they don't want to let you go. I don't know if I'm making sense. Like this old woman that, what's it called? The old 50, but the Teresa lady with the older F, they are married. You can see clearly that this man was like over it and was a pathological liar, but he won't let her go because he enjoys the benefit that he's getting from her. And most men, They don't like you, they don't want you, but they're not going to let go because of the benefit they're getting off you. I don't know if I'm making sense. So I agree with that. So ladies, if you're not getting what you want from a relationship, just bounce. It's not that deep. Don't allow yourself to be treated like something you will not accept. And let's stop making excuses, because they expect us as ladies to hold them down. Like, oh, you need a woman that's going to hold you down. A woman is going to be there for you. Will they be there for you? Will they hold you down? Most times when ladies are like not communicative, you see the men like, oh, she's holding back. Why they are not holding back? You get what I'm saying? So let's just be in a healthy relationship. I just feel we should be in a healthy relationship. Ladies, always look out for those signs. If it's not working, it's not working. Don't force it. Don't force a man to be with you, because at the long run, you're just going to be the side. And you can change a man's mind on how he thinks or feel about you. Anyway, guys, please go down in the comment section and share your thoughts. Love to know what you think about this amazing conversation down in the comment section. But please, like always, keep it respectful. Share this video with somebody that you want to be part of the conversation, because that's what we do here. We have banging conversation. So go ahead and share your thoughts and share this video with someone. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, smash the like button, because hey, that helps YouTube to push out my content for more people to see, and that will be you supporting this channel and this girl. With that all said, guys, subscribe if you haven't subscribed to this channel, okay? And I know you guys are asking, Des, where are you? Yeah, your guy is having a break. Yeah, we're having a break here, so contents are going to come a little bit slower, but yeah, you guys bear with me, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Deuces.